Nev, I took a lot of notes while you were away. About what we did, and who we met, and what I thought you might notice. I know you like keeping notes. I thought if you came back, maybe it would help. I'm sorry, that's... No.
It's great, Belle. Really. Thanks.
I hope Nev's all right. She must be so torn up about her friends in Minrathous. At least Treviso will be all right.
How are you holding up, Rook? I'm here if you need me.
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Lucanus, wake up!
Ugh. What the?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
If you can't control this demon, I don't know if I can rely on you.
I can control him, and I will. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
We've much to examine.
The halls await.
How are things here?
Safe under the shield of the bell.
It maintains its watch.
Good day.
Prepare well. The dead await.
About time to begin. Look at that. Eyes open. We've got company. You don't burn the dead? Any of them?
Guevara is dedicated to preserving the deceased. I suppose the displays of the Grand Necropolis seem a bit exotic to you all.
I see it every day. One for the necromancer.
At the ready! Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
Not sold on the healing power of skeletons.
It's all in how you approach it. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's,
She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems pointless. No one here's expecting company. Are they?
Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead.
Examining the graves?
Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
If you ever want a side job, the crows are always looking for new potions.
Yes, as I recall, you're rather famous for it. This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
Examining the graves?
You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. You remarked earlier that keeping this place in order seems pointless, but there's meaning in how we tend the necropolis.
Just seems like a lot of ceremony.
The ceremony can be the point. The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
This one's all yours, Emmerich.
Certainly. We're also enjoying the gardens, but we've one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
They thought the necropolis was the best place for an orphan?
Better to learn death dwells all about us than be deaf when it calls. Yet, I was terrified of everything when I arrived.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body.
Yes, he's taken so well to it, haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our hearts.
What was,
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So, you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
I try not to think much about the big end.
It wasn't a choice for me when I was younger. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
We're having tea. Here. By the dead.
Tranquility itself. Oh, if you prefer your tea sweet, Manfred loves using the sugar tongs.
You call Manfred Fred?
Sure. He walked into my office. I said, Fred. Can I call you Fred? He nodded. Seemed happy about it. If he doesn't like it...
Oh, Manfred doesn't mind. He quite likes you. Does the diminutive imply a certain level of comfort with the necromantic arts?
It shows a certain level of comfort with your friend. The rest of it, well, that depends.
On what?
On what the mage using it is up to.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
It's a meditative puzzle on the echoes of our actions.
You know the solution?
It needs to be discovered if it's to have any meaning.
All right.
Straight away. Right away.
Let's try this again.
Allow me. Certainly. Of course. I can assist.
Let's try this again.
Eyes open. Let's finish this.
Struck a hit!
Lucky shot.
Is everyone intact? Tell me, Myrna, have you made any progress on locating the basalt hypogeum?
I regret we have not.
How curious for a portion of the necropolis to disappear with such a wrench. I don't understand it.
Have you spoken yet to our visiting greater spirits?
Not yet.
I recommend making yourselves known to them.
They have long aided us from the dark. You live.
A fine day.
Prepare well. The dead await. There is much to be done. We shall meet again.
Greetings once more.
I've a question for you about Minrathous, Nev.
Do you?
I've heard its mage circles are the strongest in Tevinter.
So they claim.
One does hear things, boasts about particular methods and so on.
Funny. We hear the same about Navarro.
Onward, dweller. The deeper currents.
Ready if you are.
Trouble over there.
Here we go. Got us a range. Got company.
I see we've company.
We'll see who wins.
What's wrong? Is it the undead we've been fighting?
Corruption seeps in, Dweller. It overflows here. Staunch it.
That explains the bones.
Behold the wrath of the dead!
The Revenant's awake. This one's even stronger.
They're attacking from afar!
Let's go.
Vengeance! Unavenged!
Your turn.
A wisp of what was!
Excellent. All safe?
It's gone. And the Fate Tear too. That'll slow down the gods' plans. At least on this island. The Fate Tear and the Revenants are both gone. And the Revenant left its essence behind, like before. These Revenants aren't just undead, there's something more.
The caretaker said something about regrets.
Solace. He left so many of his memories in the crossroads. Maybe the gods raised the... Better get this where it's needed.
Onward, dweller. Onward, dweller.
Eyes up.
Heard you took Rook to see your mom.
What? No, she just showed up.
Awkward. You're trying to be badass for the boss and save the world, and there's Mom.
Dweller, corruption seeps in.
Another revenant.
The Evanurus gnaw the roots. Their teeth, his regrets. Destroy what rises.
Right. Where were we again? Awkward. You're trying to be badass for the boss and save the world, and there's Mom.
Correcting your posture.
And how I pronounce words.
Even better.
Stupid. Whatever.
Another of those blighted fate tears.
We closed the last one. We can do this.
Corruption, undead. I'd say we found out who's responsible. Here it comes!
I'm good to go.
To the right!
Our children orphan.
Got it. There! The Revenant's pulling energy from the Fate Tear. Good to go again.
Galactic soul stolen.
That should weaken it.
I'm there.
Left side!
In darkness long lamenting. In darkness long lamenting.
Closed, another revenant destroyed, and another essence gained. That makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere to use them. More essence.
Hey. We need to talk about Hassan.
What'd he do now?
It's what you did. You're not feeding him right.
What are you talking about? That griffin eats better than I do. He had steak last night.
Yes. You're giving him too much meat. He needs more fiber.
And what makes you an expert on griffin dietary needs?
His poop smells wrong.
Never mind. Forget I asked.
Places between.
Must be why the revenants were raised, to keep that door sealed. Time to see what the gods are hiding in there. Light up ahead?
That's a lot of blood.
You can feel it down there. Ready?
Wouldn't miss it.
Eyes up. Weapons ready. It's been feeding on the blight. Destroy it before the corruption eats us alive!
One for us.
Corruption staunched. The Heaven-Earers cease their gnawing. The crossroads heals. A sanctum renewed, dweller, as is needed.
Oh, we did it. That dragon must have been the god's final weapon to take the crossroads.
One less blighted horror in the world.
Let's go.
You return. We... We are content.
Why are you here? What do you want?
Not now. Not yet. We will show you soon.
This just gets weirder every time.
We sail. Places between.
Okay, Tosh. I can't believe I'm asking this, but what's wrong with Hassan's spore?
They're watery and smell sour. He needs fiber to soak up water and keep his gut clean.
And you know how Griffin's spore should smell because...
I've smelled it in dragons who got injured and couldn't eat right.
Huh. Say you're right. What would you give him?
Apples, carrots, sweet potatoes, maybe pumpkin.
Hassan goes for meat and gingerwort truffles. Doesn't matter how hard I try, he doesn't like vegetables.
We need that report Irulan was asking about.
Get all your god-killing implements right here.
Till next time.
They found more relics.
How do these things keep popping up?
Okay, Tosh. I can't believe I'm asking this, but what's wrong with Hassan's spore?
They're watery and smell sour. He needs fiber to soak up water and keep his gut clean.
And you know how Griffin's spore should smell because...
Where were we?
And you know how Griffin's spore should smell because...
I've smelled it in dragons who got injured and couldn't eat right.
Huh. Say you're right. What would you give him?
Apples, carrots, sweet potatoes, maybe pumpkin.
Hassan goes for meat and gingerwort truffles. Doesn't matter how hard I try, he doesn't like...
Over there. That could be the haunting spirit Myrna told us about. Something about a spirit whose sleep was stolen by the gods.
It says now he steals other people's dreams. I've heard veil jumpers call him Turks.
It's one less spirit stirring up trouble.
Maybe he'll finally get some sleep and stop killing people.
Trouble ahead. There's something over there. On your guard.
Trapped spirit from the necropolis.
Is it pride that molded you? Do you think you can succeed in facing me where the Venatori failed?
Move it!
Demons down. Or two versions of the same demon.
They seem to die like anything else. Back to what we were saying. Hassan goes for meat and gingerwort truffles. Doesn't matter how hard I try, he doesn't like vegetables.
Nobody likes vegetables. You still gotta eat them.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Trouble nearby. Watch for ranged attacks!
Next, Tosh.
All good.
Don't let your guard down out there.
I need an update on that last expedition.
Any more word on...
About to get fun.
That's how you do it, Tosh. Not bad, Rook. For a crow. A win for us.
Davrin, if a person is blighted and doesn't go through whatever wardens go through, how long?
Depends on the person. With the changes to the blight, the answer's even more uncertain.
Right. Well, another thing we can't predict.
The fires are lit.
The sauce is just cheese?
And the pasta water. Yes, and it has to be good cheese.
That shouldn't work. The sauce should break apart.
And even cooking is more complicated than magic, sometimes.
Can't do this without a wisp.
With all my regards, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its majesty has stilled the tongues of kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits and the dead, a vast well of history, the duty and shelter of every Watcher. We who serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
What do Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade, Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
So I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mornwatch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
What's the Mornwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
You can get anything out of the dead and they just let you leave Navara?
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
Horrible demon ceremony or peaceful garden ceremony?
The latter, ideally.
Can do.
I'll let you know when it's time.